Hey everybody, just a quick note of apology and a heads up. There are some issues, technical difficulties with today's episode. My camera apparently kept shutting off during the recording, and I didn't realize it until afterwards. So it will be a little bit choppy. Please forgive it, and hopefully we won't have this issue again in the future. But anyway, here's today's reaction. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Light Side Music Reactions. We've got another request today. This one is from Duba Vexler, who requested I check out Bonnie Tyler's 7 Waves Away, which was performed, the version that he sent to me to react to, was performed live in Berlin in 2024. Now, the reason why we're reacting to this today, I wanted to get to it right away, because Bonnie Tyler just passed away on July 8th. And so, rest in peace, Bonnie Tyler. This one is in your memory. I am not familiar with this song, so it's a brand new one. And for you Bee Gees fans, this song apparently was written by Barry Gibb and was gifted to her. For those of you that aren't familiar with Bonnie Tyler, she had some amazing hits over the years. In the 1980s, the one that stands out that most people recognize if you've heard it before, Total Eclipse of the Heart, a Jim Steinman song. If you don't recognize the name Jim Steinman, he wrote all of Meatloaf's songs for him and always had that big operatic type feel to his songs, and really fit perfectly with Bonnie Tyler's voice and Meatloaf and anybody else that did a Jim Steinman song. You recognize Jim Steinman right away. But anyway, some of her other songs include Holding Out for a Hero, which was a huge hit, If You Were a Woman and I Was a Man, and a bunch of others. She performed the single Believe in Me while representing the United Kingdom at the Eurovision Song Contest in Malmö, Sweden. And so some of you might be familiar with the Eurovision Song Contest. There's a movie that came out about 10, 15 years ago that was a comedy, and it was really cool and really clever the way they did it, called Eurovision Song Contest, that was based on that contest. And, of course, the movie itself was fiction. But it's a very famous contest in Europe, which where the band ABBA got its start, was on the Eurovision Song Contest. And over the years, it's been a huge thing. Basically, all the contests that you have today, like American Idol and X Factor and all those, they basically, I think, got their start from the concept that Eurovision Song Contest started back in the 70s. So anyway, she's been nominated for 3 Grammy Awards and 3 Brit Award nominations, including twice for British Female Solo Artist. Her singles Total Eclipse of the Heart and It's a Heartache, that's another one, have estimated sales of over 6 million units and are among the best-selling singles of all time. This song we're reacting to today, 7 Waves Away, as I said, was written by Barry Gibb of the Bee Gees, and it was released on her 17th studio album, Between the Earth and the Stars, in March of 2019. So it's fairly recent. I'm not familiar with the song. I haven't heard it before. So we're going to check it out together. As always, there's a link in the description where you can check out the original song and hear it over there. And actually, this is probably a live performance, I understand. So you can watch her performance of it on that link. I'm not going to show it on the screen, mostly for copyright reasons. I react mostly to music on here, not to music videos. And when I do react to music videos, 99 times out of 100, I don't show the video on the screen. Long story short, if I show the videos on here, I'm a lot more likely to get a copyright strike. So I do provide the videos. If you want to see the video, you can, but you have to go to the link in the description to check that out. As for my reaction, I'm going to be reacting to the music, and we're going to do that right now. So let's check this out. Bonnie Tyler, live in Berlin, performing 7 Waves Away. And here we go. Very simple start.
There is no one moment I don't think of you.
Wow.
And all our glory days. And there was a mission, a cause and a vision we had lived upon.
Wow, her
We
voice.
were in our stride. I saw the future far and wide. And I believe you can talk to me. I'll be 7 waves away, 7 waves away, 7 ways away. 7 waves away, 7 waves away, 7 waves away. Run, even when the light is gone. Soldier of my dreams, I swear I'll fight whatever gets me through the night. You know, I don't get to walk away so easily.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause it there. It sounds like that's where she's starting the next verse. Man, her voice. I expected her voice to be raspy. I'm just realizing now that I don't think I've ever heard her sing a slow ballad before. I've always heard her singing the more energetic, like I'm holding out for a hero. And she's always had that kind of raspy voice that goes well with that type of song. But never really heard her sing quite like this. And I don't know if that's the age showing in her voice. It sounds really rough, but at the same time, it's filled with so much emotion. It's just amazing. Let's take a look at the lyrics on here. There is not one moment I don't think of you and all of our glory days. And there was a mission, the cause and the vision we have lived upon. So she's remembering the glory days, when she spent the time with this friend who she's singing about, and remembering the times that they had together. The glory days. And when I think of glory days, for me, I think of the years I spent with my band. We were together for almost 25 years. Now that we've gone our separate ways, we've grown up, started families and careers of our own, and kind of drifted apart as a band. And so looking back, those were the years that a lot of times I'd like to go back and relive and just live in that moment again, because it was like some of the best times of our lives. And so she's remembering those glory days and saying, there's not one moment I don't think of you and all of our glory days. And, in the lives of people, we remember the glory days with our families growing up, our wives and kids when they were younger, and stuff like that, and our parents even, going back to our childhood. And sometimes we think of those as our glory days. And other times we think of the careers and the jobs that we've had. More than likely, it's been the fun times and the stuff that we've spent putting our passion and our energy and our entire lives focused on. And so she's remembering these glory days with this person that apparently there's not one moment I don't think of you. And so obviously it seems like it's a person that's no longer in her life. And no time to analyze, we were in our stride. And that's the way it is. You get older like me, in my 50s now, looking back on those glory days, and you think of, boy, in those years we were in our stride. We were in the prime of our lives. And now, looking back on it, we wish we could get some of that back, the nostalgia. I saw the future far and wide, and I believe that you can talk to me. And see, you can feel the emotion when she's singing this song, because it's coming out in the lyrics here that I believe you can talk to me indicates to me that it's somebody that she misses and wishes she could talk to. Perhaps it's somebody that's passed away and can't talk to them anymore. And a lot of times when a loved one passes away, we go to their graveside or their tombstone or some place that we can sit in nature and reminisce and think of that person and feel like we're communicating with them. We can talk to them. And it's very comforting for a lot of us that we can do that. And as she's looking back on those glory days, she feels like she can talk to this person that she misses. I'll be 7 waves away, 7 waves away, 7 waves away. So I'm not sure exactly what that means. Obviously, 7 waves, you think of the ocean, but it's a vast ocean, maybe distance between her and her friend. It's like there's an ocean of distance between us, whether it be life and death, to where I'm still alive and you're gone on. and I can't be with you physically anymore. There's this ocean of distance between us, and I'll be 7 waves away. It's like almost like a huge distance that's unbeatable. It's like if you go out trying to swim in the ocean, you swim out a little bit and a wave hits you and knocks you back, and you try to cross it and you might get through that wave, but then another wave comes and knocks you back to the shore, and maybe even sinks you underneath the water. And it's like an impossibility to get past 7 waves to reach the person that you're trying to reach. And I don't know what the logistics are, if 7 is a scientific number as to how many waves that there are typically that go from the shore when you're trying to cross out into the still of the ocean to where it's more settled and you don't have all the waves coming at you. I don't know if that's some significance to that number 7, or just, from a scriptural standpoint, 7 is the perfect number in scripture references and symbolism. So I don't know if that's what that is. Most likely it's symbolism in there. But, think about how many waves there are that you have to cross to get out to the stillness of the ocean. It makes me kind of wonder if that might be a factor in it as well. But she's saying, I'll be 7 waves away from you, trying to reach you. And is she saying that, no matter how hard I try to reach you, I'm always 7 waves away. I can't get any closer. And that barrier between life and death is there. And it's a comfort to us as Christians, that belief that we have and that hope that we have in the resurrection of the dead, that if we put our faith and trust in Jesus Christ, that when he comes back for us, and each of us in our own time, our loved ones that have gone on before, he's already come for them. And now we are waiting behind, separated by those 7 waves, that huge, vast ocean between life and death, that huge gulf that we can't seem to cross. But someday we will cross that river as well, as we sing in the old hymns. Someday I will cross that river and I'll meet you on the other side. And that ocean, those 7 waves will no longer be dividing us, but we'll finally be together again. And I don't know if she's finding comfort in that she's 7 waves away, or if it's a thing where she is feeling discouraged and depressed because it feels like she's never going to make it across. But for me as a Christian, that's my hope, and that's my comfort and peace in my loved ones that have gone on before that I wish I could be with. And it just feels like there's that huge gulf between us that I can't reach the other side. And I have that faith that helps me get by from day to day, knowing that someday it'll be my turn and God will call me home. And then when I do get home, my loved ones will be waiting for me, and they will no longer be 7 waves away. Right or wrong, even when the light is gone, soldier of my dreams, I swear I'll find whatever gets me through the night. And I think this is part of the next verse, so I'm going to go ahead and rewind back just a few seconds and pick back up. Okay, now here's where it starts the next verse.
I don't get to walk away so easily. There'll be no journeys in. I got tomorrow, always tomorrow. We can start again. But I will follow you, and you'll be on my side. No greater love than you and I.
Such raw emotion.
You know where to find me. I'll be 7 ways away, 7 ways away, 7 ways away. I'll be 7 ways away, 7 ways away, 7 ways.
Okay, so fantastic. I mean, it's easy to dismiss this as sounding too raw, as if she's singing off key, but she's not. It's not off key. It's the emotion coming through in her voice. And obviously, she just passed away, so she's older. And it's kind of like I've been recently reacting to some of the classics where these great artists from the past are releasing new albums and new material. Like, for example, Willie Nelson. I've reacted to several of his songs, and a couple of them, the one he did with Steven Tyler, I was a little bit disappointed with, because Steven's voice obviously isn't what it used to be. And the same thing with Willie. As you get older, you can't hit the notes and sing quite as well as you used to be. But the raw emotion in it, and it's just fantastic. A couple of those songs I reacted to from Willie Nelson that he just released in his 90s are just fantastic. And it's easy to dismiss these older singers and performers as not being as good as they used to be. But just the raw emotion in it, you could just feel it. And it just really gives a whole new dimension and depth to the song that you couldn't get if some young pop singer was singing it. Okay, the lyrics on this verse: I don't get to walk away so easily. There'll be no journey's end. But I got tomorrow, always tomorrow. We can start again. And you know I will follow you. You'll be on my side. No greater love than you and I. And you know where you'll know where to. All right, pick it back up.
7 words shine light. I can hear the song of love. Now I know the meaning of 7 ways
Beautiful song. Okay, so it was live. See, you couldn't hear the audience.
Such a beautiful song.
Yeah.
Do you know, I get the tingles when I sing it, you know. Such an Blume. Dankeschön. A big kiss.
Dankeschön.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's in Germany.
Hey, he knows how to treat a lady. Thank you so much.
Yeah, she's talking there about how she loves singing that song, and it's so emotional. And I was just commenting on that, about it's so emotional when she sings it, because she's got that gruff type of voice, but the emotion behind it really shines through in a way that few artists really can, and she's one of the ones that can. And maybe it comes with that age, to where a lot of artists, as they get older, they have that gruffness. And so she's always had that type of rough voice, even when she was younger, which was her signature sound. And so with age, as she's getting older, she's able to perform ballads like this and have it be with such raw emotion that you can feel it as a member of the audience listening. And it just really gives it a whole new depth and dimension, to where you can tell that she's feeling it as she's singing it, as she just testified to right there, because you can feel it as well, and you feel it through her. Okay, so that last section of it: eyes shine blind, I can hear the sound of love. Now I know the meaning of 7 waves away. And I'm still not sure I understand exactly the meaning of 7 waves away, the way it's intended, the way Barry wrote it. But I think I understand it. It's what I was talking about, how there's that vast ocean between us, and yet as you look at those 7 waves that separate us, you can either look at it as there are 7 waves, and that's a huge distance and a huge barrier that I can't seem to get across. Otherwise, the other way to look at it is that, yes, those 7 waves are there, but it's only 7 waves. And someday I'm going to cross those 7 waves, and we will be together again. Beautiful song. Great performance, and rest in peace, Bonnie Tyler. Thank you for recommending this song. I really enjoyed it. If you like my reaction, hit the like button, comment down below, and give me some suggestions on songs and artists that you want me to react to as well. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and turn on notifications. That way you know whenever we add new content. I do have some merchandise available if any of you guys want to support the channel. I will send you one of those 3 hats for your support. And you can also check out the link in the description, and it will tell you how you can get your hands on one of those hats, or even on all 3 of the hats that I've got in stock. Anyway, thank you guys once again for watching. Thank you for being part of the Lightside family, and we'll see you next time on the Lightside Music Reactions. Have a great day. God bless you. And if there's anybody in your life that you feel like you're 7 waves away from, I hope that you have that confidence and that hope in Jesus Christ that gives you the comfort of knowing that if we keep our faith and trust and hope in Him, then one day we will cross those 7 waves and be with our loved ones once again for all time. God bless everybody. See you next time.